What's going on? Big A, the Manky Geek, coming at you with another video. It's not Wednesday, obviously, because Wednesday was a few days ago, but it's time for another edition of my pull list, where I tell you as to what comics I got this week and tell you whether I like them or not. Kind of do mini reviews. And I woke up this morning, and the main one I was going to talk about was Black Panther. I'm still going to do that. It's just that I saw Diversity Comics had done it, and I was like, I can't watch that video until I do my video, say as to what I think about it. So first up, Black Panther #1 by Ta-Nehisi Coates. It's actually got a legacy number on here of 173. I actually like how they're doing that, but I think the cover is so uninspired. Like just him standing there, it's not a cool motif. It's not something that I want them to see done again when they do another #1, for example, or at any point in the future. It's just so boring to look at. The cityscape in the background, that's cool, but just standing there, I'm over it. I'm done with it. But yeah, to get into the issue, they first set up Bast in what was it, Marvel Legacy, and there was just like one page, and we see that one page again in this issue. But I believe there's different dialogue on here that wasn't on there in Marvel Legacy. But yeah, we get a pretty damn cool story. Like I was into it, man. I can't believe they had to kind of go all the way out into space in order for Coates to just to like a fun comic book romp, like a bit of an adventure. Like it was crazy. Like I was reading it, and once I'd done reading it, I messaged a friend of mine. I was going, dude, get Black Panther. I ain't saying anything else. Just make sure you get it. And you pretty much get this story about a guy who's, well, I believe he looks, well, to me, he looks like a prisoner. He looks like they're in prison and they're doing prison labor somewhere. And he's just a guy trying to escape. I think it's T'Challa, as far as I'm aware. Or I'm going to call this guy Space T'Challa until we actually find out for sure. But yeah, he's working, he's a prisoner. He tried to escape like once or twice. And then he kind of gets rescued, but also kind of helps in the escape as well. And then, yeah, just really cool sci-fi stuff. Like when I was reading it, this comic has less words in it than any previous Black Panther issue done by Coates. But it tells more of a story with less words. That's what's so good about it. And then I hope he does more stuff like this, just because it's fun, man. There's nothing wrong with something that's fun. You know what I mean? Not everything has to be so deep all the time. This was just a fun issue with a character you could get behind, a character who fails, and it takes actually a while for him to succeed. He has to try really hard in order to succeed as well. Has the help of others a little bit, but he holds his own. Like, and he actually saves a few people here and there. And then yeah, what we get is the final shot. That was cool as well, and I'm looking to like stick with this and see how it goes. I really dug the art. I thought the art was great, and it really went well with the sci-fi style. Like it's really cool, and yeah, fair play to Coates for proving me wrong, and also the artist Daniel Acuna. Yeah, his art's really good. Like, I really like it. Like I said, it complements the whole sci-fi thing, and it just fits really well. The action was done really well as well. Sometimes there seems to be a bit of a reliance on dialogue during action scenes, whereas I didn't feel the case with this one. And yeah, I'm happy, man. Like I'm happy to go into the next issue. I'm happy to buy the next issue. I do rate it quite highly. I think you'll really enjoy it. Your story seems a bit familiar. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I think it's because it's been seen in other sci-fi things before, so that's why it seems so familiar and whatnot. But yeah, get your hands on Black Panther #1, because it is actually good, and it has kind of given me hope for Coates' Captain America, but then at the same time it hasn't as well. Well, because obviously what I've been hearing about it. But I hope it's more like this Black Panther rather than anything else. Got the Terrifics as well. It's kind of like they just skipped and went, yeah, they're a team. They're a team now. There hasn't been a slow build, but I guess they kind of have to get straight into it. And with the last issue, the first 3 issues was kind of dealing them like all meeting for the first time and like the problems of them not being able to separate and stuff. Whereas this, yeah, it's gone straight to a team kind of thing, and they're all going on like wacky weird adventures where they meet giant squids and all this business in space. And yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. It was like they're going on the way to somewhere, they get sidetracked. It was just a story about them getting sidetracked and separated, and yeah, it was pretty decent. I think this is probably the most. It's the issue that kind of, if you were to say how the feel was supposed to be on a regular basis, this is the issue that like I'd show to people and be like, look, this is what it's supposed to be like. I feel that this is a better representation of what the Terrifics is, in my opinion. I also got Hit Girl. You know what? I'm not gonna lie, kind of disappointed. Like, it had really cool action. I really like the art. It's violent as you'd expect it to be because it's Hit Girl. There's bits at the ending that I liked, but again, part of me was like, all this just to do what happens at the end. I was like, it's a bit much. It's excuse me, I don't know what I did there. I think I hiccuped and coughed at the same time. I apologize. And yeah, it was all a bit weird. And then it ends with Hit Girl deciding to go to Canada. I think she's going to survive in the wilderness or something. I have no idea. This isn't the one that Kevin Smith wrote, is it? No. I think that's the miniseries after this one. But yeah, I don't know. It was a weird mixed bag. I mean, I'd say the art was the best thing about it, but in terms of being a whole complete story, I just felt like it was scene after scene of people getting killed, and then having the final thing tied, not loosely, but it kind of should have been more of the focus. And it's a happy ending for some characters, but it's also it's a bit weird. I didn't know how to feel about it, man. It was just like, it was just kind of odd, just odd book. And then Super Sons, I'm kind of backed up on Super Sons. So what I need to do is I need to go through all of the ones that I haven't read, which is a good chunk. And I just want to spend a day just reading all of Super Sons and yeah, just like enjoying it all, and then saying sayonara to Jonathan Kent and Damian Wayne. However, Super Sons is coming back in August for a mini-series. 12-issue mini-series or 8-issue mini-series? I guess that's not a mini-series, just 12-issue series, whatever. And apparently it's a prequel, so it doesn't take place after this series ends. It actually takes place during like this main run that they've had. And people are saying that Jonathan Kent might die, and that's the reason why it's a prequel, because Bendis might kill him off, which I don't want to happen, because that would suck, because I like these two characters together. They really complement each other really well. And yeah, this week when I went to the comic book store, it was kind of odd, man, because I completely forgotten that Black Panther was coming out, and I just went there and I was like, I think this is going to be that week where I don't actually buy anything, where there's nothing out whatsoever. But then my eyes started to detect things, so that's why I got Black Panther, which I highly recommend. And I didn't think I'd ever be saying that about a Black Panther comic so soon. The Terrifics, Hit Girl, and Super Sons. Let me know as to what you got this week, whether you disagree with any of my mini reviews there, as to what you liked, disliked about the issues. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Yeah, if you want to check out my videos of Solo Star Wars Story, that will appear near the end-ish, kind of, I think, at some point. I don't reveal any spoilers because I'm not about that, unfortunately. So yeah, am I rambling? I think I'm rambling. I'm trying to think if there's anything else comic book related. No. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Like I said, stick around and watch another video if you want. And I will catch you on the next one.